I recently bought a sack of Cocopeat for a really cheap price, and I'm so happy with the deal. I had been looking for an affordable option for my plants, and I couldn't believe how inexpensive it was. Normally, Cocopeat can be a bit pricey, but this one came at a fraction of the cost, and the quality is great. It holds water really well, drains properly, and helps keep my plants healthy. I got a large sack, so I'm set for a long time, which is awesome because I've got a lot of gardening to do. I've used Cocopeat before, but never at such a low price, so it feels like I got a really good bargain. It's perfect for all the plants I'm growing, and I know it will help them grow strong and healthy. Overall, buying this sack of Cocopeat was a smart choice because I got quality at a great price, and it's going to make my gardening experience so much easier. I'm excited to see how my plants do with it. The price of one sack of Cocopeat is 400 Philippines pesos, or $7.27 US. The small plastic bag costs 35 Philippine peso, or in US dollar is 0.63, but you can get it in 3 for 100 pesos, or $1.81 US. Cocopeat, also known as curepith, has become a popular and eco-friendly option for planting. It's made from the fibrous husk of coconuts, which makes it a sustainable alternative to traditional peat moss, often taken from peat bogs in an unsustainable way. Cocopeat is light yet highly absorbent, which is great for creating the ideal environment for plant roots. It holds moisture well but also drains excess water, preventing root rot and waterlogging. This makes it an excellent medium for growing healthy plants. Cocopeat provides the perfect balance of water and air around the roots, which is essential for strong root growth. With good aeration, it helps roots get the oxygen they need, allowing them to grow well and take up nutrients easily. This makes Cocopeat ideal for a variety of plants, including flowers, vegetables, herbs, and even larger plants and shrubs. Its pH is usually neutral, which suits most plants since they prefer slightly acidic to neutral growing conditions. One of the great things about Cocopeat is how well it holds moisture. Unlike soil, which can dry out too fast or hold too much water, Cocopeat keeps moisture steady, so plants stay hydrated without being overwatered. This is especially helpful in places with dry or fluctuating weather, as it cuts down on the need for frequent watering. Cocopeat's moisture retention and drainage make it a great choice for pots, raised beds, or hydroponic systems, where it's important to maintain the right moisture level and airflow. Cocopeat is also a sustainable option. Unlike peat moss, which takes a long time to form, Cocopeat is a byproduct of the coconut industry and is readily available. By using it, gardeners can reduce the environmental damage caused by the harvesting of peat moss. Additionally, Cocopeat is biodegradable, so it will break down naturally over time, improving soil structure and enriching it as it decomposes. This makes it a good choice for gardeners who want to improve their soil without harming the environment. Another advantage of Cocopeat is how it can be used to improve poor soil. If your soil is too heavy and compact, Cocopeat can help loosen it up, allowing roots to grow more easily. On the other hand, if your soil is too sandy, Cocopeat will help it hold moisture better. It can also be mixed with other materials, like compost, to create the perfect soil mix for specific needs. Since it lasts a long time without breaking down too quickly, Cocopeat is great for both short-term and long-term plantings. Cocopeat also supports sustainable gardening practices. By reusing it and reducing waste, gardeners can lower their need for synthetic chemicals and fertilizers. Cocopeat is naturally low in salt and free from harmful additives, making it a safe and eco-friendly choice. This is particularly important for organic gardening, where the goal is to avoid chemicals that could harm plants and the environment. In conclusion, Cocopeat is an ideal planting medium because it's simple to use, sustainable, and good for plants. Whether you are a beginner gardener, a hydroponic grower, or a professional, Cocopeat helps create a healthy growing environment. It supports strong root growth, reduces the need for constant watering, and helps prevent plant diseases. It's also an environmentally friendly option, reducing waste and lowering the need for harmful chemicals. With its many benefits, Cocopeat is a great choice for anyone looking to improve their gardening practices.